Remember, if you like this video, don't forget to press the subscribe button and press the notification bell so you will be alerted to when I have new videos. Welcome to another episode of Mach Fishing. In this episode, I'd make a trip to the eastern shore just to see how the water temperatures are affecting the crabs. I'll compare them to another location in a river on the western shore on my next video. Right now, I noticed the temperatures at night have been in the 50s, so I know the water temperature is dropping. When I checked on this trip, the water temperature dropped down to 74, sometimes 72, depending on where you were. So that would probably change the patterns of the crabs. Right now, I'll be shooting for the last crabs of August on this trip. Summer is moving real quick. I'd have good weather with no rain. It'll be mostly sunny. High tide would be at 11:07 a.m. I would get the incoming tide after 7:22 a.m., which was the low tide. Hello everyone, this is the coldest temperature of the morning so far for me, heading out crabbing. I know fall's approaching now. It is 51 degrees. Right now I'm here at the Wawa just to get something to drink, some warm coffee, and then to also pick up some ice. Well, this Wawa is out of ice. Can you believe that? I'll have to get ice probably closer to the location where I'm going. Darn. The sun is coming up, as you could see ahead, and the water temperature is 74 degrees, so it's definitely dropping from the 85 that we had in early August because of these cool air temperatures and the shorter daylight. The water's gonna start getting cooler. Should be good for fishing though. I met some guys out here and they're going for stripers. There were two of them, Nick and Dave. They're friends with John Vale, another kayaker that I know. Small world. Anyway, I'm going to the beginning of my line, and I'm going to start seeing if the crabs are jumping on the line. Too small, both of them. Oh, there's a good one right there. Right now there's a lot of little crabs, and there is, let's see what he is. See, he's too small. There's a lot of little crabs, and there's some nice sized females showing up, but Maryland, you can't keep the females, so, but they are there contributing to eating the bait. I have a couple of bait missing. I've done a couple runs. That's a keeper. I might have maybe about a dozen to 18, probably 18 crabs right now. I may move my line just to play around, just to see if there are some big ones in the shallows or they all moved a little deeper in this river. I might have to look for like 6 foot depth instead of 4 foot depth, since the temperature is dropping. And there's jellyfish here too. See, here's another crab. Little, that's what's been on the lines. With an occasional, you know, good sized one keeper. Missing bait. Because I'm probably going to move my line to try some other spots before these little guys. See, another little one. See, another little one. This is what's on the lines. With the goo of the jellyfish. Now, missing bait, wow. And lots of jellyfish. Still small. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. So I'll probably move my line just a little bit. I'm still going to keep it in the shallow, but I'm going to go closer. Oh, that's a good one. Angle it closer to shore. Just as an experiment. I'm not going to rebait my line yet until I redeploy the line. It's early enough, so I have time to experiment. And I'm running a 600-foot line baited with chicken necks. So now they've had better runs the last time I was out. To my surprise, all those crabs were keepers. This one's a 6-inch crab, as we can see here. Well, I decided to pull up the line before it got too late in the morning. It's 7:07. And I'm just going to try to check another spot to see if I can get a better catch ratio. So I'm just going to pull the line back and then I'll deploy it and we'll start again. Okay, the line is redeployed. It's now 7:27. Starting again. But right now I don't expect a lot of crabs on here. I expect to replace the bait on where there's not a bait, and also adding bait where there's missing bait. If I get any crabs, they're a bonus. I try not to make my line too tight also, so the line might lay better on the bottom, but I just got to test to make sure it's not too loose. If I only see one bait gnawed badly, I'm not going to stop to replace just that one. I want to replace like 2 or 3 in a row. See, there's a little one again. Little crab. Right now I got water temperature. See, there's a big old female right there. That's a missing bait. Okay. Okay, so I could replace a couple of these. Make sure it's not another crab on the other end there. Oh shucks, there is one. Big one too. That's a big one. Huh. All right, let's go replace some bait here. Give this location the best chance for success. And if it's not doing good here, I'll go explore and find one more spot. As long as the bait holds out. So far, moving the line seems to be paying off. I got like 3 good-sized crabs so far, and I'm replacing some bait as I'm going along. So I just finished replacing three chicken necks. Oh, there's another missing one there. Another missing one. Okay, so I need to do some more replacing. Just to make sure it's not a crab down here. Okay. There's those jellyfish. I'm almost, 3/4 through my line replacing bait, so I'll let it soak for a minute and then I'll run up the line. Like I said, I'm trying to catch any bonus crabs. Well, there's some missing bait. Here we go again. Okay, let's go again. Let's do this. I may not wait. I might have to go up the line because the ones that I first did is another missing bait probably. The ones I first did, they've been sitting a while, so I don't want the crabs to eat up all that bait. Okay, just about to the end by the buoy. Bait's intact. Alright, I'm just going to turn around and run up the line. Oop. And look, giant female crab. Look at her.
That's better. Didn't even need to measure that guy. He was big enough. Yeah, crabs this time of the year, little one, it's got to be at least 5 1/4 inches in Maryland. And starting in October, the crabbing time is going to go forward a half an hour. So instead of crabbing, say, at 6 for 6:30 sunrise, you'll have to crab at 7 for 6:30 sunrise. Another little one. Go back and check a piece of bait here. Not good so far. There's crabs, but there's a lot of little ones, and the females are making their presence known. Female, immature female. Another female down there. Coming near the chain. Yep, here goes. Well, I beached myself here because I think I have a crab that's below my seat. So I need to see if I can see if he's still there, actually. Yep, there he is. There we go. Gotta measure him. Make sure he's 5 1/4. Oh yeah. Yep. He's cut. Actually, I'm done with the rest of these. Okay, this guy looks possibly small. No, he makes it. Okay. Okay, he is small. See, he's not touching the. So, and he's obviously super size. Yep. Yeah, I'm getting ready to pull this line. The crabs aren't really biting right now. They shut down. I'll just put this wet cloth on top of these crabs. They're not happy about that, but there. I'm just gonna run my line down one more time and then start debating from the other end. This is it. I think I probably ended up with probably close to 50 crabs. So I got about a half a bushel. And it's 10:48 and it's time for me to pull everything in. I heard on the radio some of the guys that were kayaking, they caught a couple stripers and a few speckled trout. I just don't know what the sizes were. but they had a good day, but they said everything's shutting down for them too, so they should be going back to the ramp. I'm back home, and I'm getting the steam to come out of this pot. As you can see, it's on high. I'm doing it inside today. And then here's the crabs. It's only about a half a bushel that I've been going ahead and clean. I think it's about 50 crabs. But as you can see, I'm doing a little better than I thought. We got some crabs nice and dark. Look at that yellow belly. Look at this one. And then there's another one. Some more in there. More. So, but here they're a little dirty, so I'm gonna clean them out here before they go in the pot. I've already euthanized them by sticking them with the ice pick down right above the apron. So they should keep all their claws and give me the restaurant quality I like to see. All right, put them in, and I'm gonna add the corn just on top. There, and that's gonna steam with these guys for 20 minutes. Once I get another rolling steam going. After cleaning the crab, you have to season them and let them sit in the fridge for 30 minutes to 6 hours. Use black pepper, salt, and this green seasoning and sazon. I also prepped and seasoned the shrimp, and it was placed in the fridge also until it was ready. I used salt, black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, thyme, and any of the seasoning that you want. A little of the sazon also. I've already cut up the corn, carrots, the red bell pepper, and the garlic, and small red potatoes. I will also cut up the parsley that you see here too. I washed the crabs and the shrimp in lime juice and water just to clean them, and then I rinsed them. To start the curry, you would place some oil in a pan, maybe 4 tablespoons, and then add 2 tablespoons of the curry powder. Once that starts to heat on a medium heat, just keep stirring it. The oil will get absorbed, the curry will start turning darker, and it'll become like a paste, maybe after about 5 minutes or so. That's called burning the curry. Then once you do that, then you add a little water, probably 2.5 cups of water, to start the broth. And then you add your onions and you add all the vegetables and everything. Before you add the water though, make sure you put in the seasoning you cut up, like the onions, the garlic and things like that, to saute those. But then once you add the water, then you have this little soup, and from there you can do other things. I also add okra, but it's because I like okra. So it's a labor of love. Remember, when you're cooking, the water will begin to evaporate. Once you add the crab, you can go ahead and add the coconut milk, stir, and let that simmer for a while. It'll reduce down a little. Once that's all done, you can tell because the crabs will be bright red. Just turn off the stove and then put the shrimp in and submerge the shrimp in the liquid. Also, the shrimp will cook in the ambient heat, and that way the shrimp won't be overdone. You can add your okra at the same time you add the crabs also. If you enjoy seeing the curry crab recipe and want more details, let me know, and maybe I'll make a video that actually shows the process from beginning to end.
Until next time, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate all of you for watching and listening. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you for watching, and until next time, be sure to check out my other videos.